It is time for another installment of Hiking for Hope. And more of this silliness. I just want to make a quick comment on video. Most of the NCT, I'm guessing, is very wooded, very wet. You know, the further north you go, the more lakes you find, I think. But most of the trail that we've been on right now has gone through towns, and it's maybe, I don't know, 50-50 wooded trails and sidewalks. So this is the view from the NCT on a bench at the top of a hill that we had just managed to climb up and are now obviously needing to take a rest from doing. I just wanted to take a video of this to show you that, you know, society and humanity has been encroaching upon some pretty beautiful country. They got a big old dirt lot over there where I'm sure grass and trees used to grow. You know, and I understand the necessity for power, obviously. I mean, people need it, but I just wanted to kind of mention the other side of that too, and just say, you know, I mean, the animals need a lot of this land still too, and if we get rid of the animals, we ruin the ecosystem, and if we do that, we're over halfway to the end. So I just wanted to make a comment, and if you want to comment on this topic, please feel free to do so. Don't forget to donate to our Michael J. Fox Foundation. We've been on the trail. This is day 5. Probably going to be posting this later than that, but we haven't gotten very many donations and none since we left and hit the trail. So if you're watching this video, go and check out our page, Hiking for Hope, on the Michael J. Fox Foundation website. Did you want to say something, wife?
Please donate.
Yeah.
And it's for a great cause, and it's a lot of hard work, and for having Parkinson's, it's a lot of hard work. It wears them out. And like Andy said, it's about this, you know, this is God's country, and we were talking about this earlier, that I'm lucky that we, you know, if we wait till we're even 50, you know, like in 5-10 more years, what is this place going to look like, you know? And all of this, you know, so I'm glad that we're doing this now because, you know, Boundary Waters, how long, you know, I'm glad we're doing it.
You know.
I'm sorry. And not to forget that this is the Lord's earth and we should take care of it and pick up your trash.
Yeah.
That's a big thing too. I mean, come on, people, pick up your trash. It's not that hard.
All right, should we end it here?
Yep.
Okay.
Love you, peace, love.
Hey guys, just a rock Aaron found, so I took a picture. Alright, so these are the blue markers we've been following. This usually 6-inch by 2-inch blue stripes on trees or attached to road signs. We notice in the cities though, they lose track of, well, we lose track of the trail because it's not marked usually in the cities, because I think, my opinion would be the vandalism, like I was talking to Aaron about. But we're out at a lookout point. Mosquitoes are pretty rough out here, and I'm wearing shorts, so I pulled my socks all the way up. So I believe this is the path that we are heading down, and this is the great lookout. It's pretty overgrown. You can see part of the lake though. Pretty cool. All right, wife, what do you think of this hike so far today?
Today is good. I kind of bummed my ankle, but it's not sprained. It's just a little bruised. But thankfully, the foot doctor, I forgot his name, but over in Rochester, Minnesota, he gave me some muscle flexor type pain things. They're not narcotics or anything, but they really work for like my plantar fasciitis and then other muscle aches and pains and sprains and stuff. So, so I took one of those today. So it's been doing pretty good. A little buggy, but I've had a lot of wood ticks.
Right, like so 6 or 7,
I'm a little
right?
crawly today, and but I mean, we've been doing good. I think we've gone like already what 6 or 7 miles, maybe 8.
6, I would think, for sure.
Something, you know.
We're rocking it again.
We're doing good, even with my ankle.
Considering we're in our 40s.
Yeah.
and did very little training to prepare for this.
Yeah, but I mean, we're campers and everything, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, skill-wise, we're doing okay.
yeah.
You know, it's just physically we're a little
Yep.
mosquito. I didn't mean to hit you on
We're a
camera. Be
little,
like, oh.
and that's probably why everybody was looking at us at home going, you two are going to go out. It's kind of like that movie Out in the Woods.
Yeah.
You two are going to go out and you're going to walk across Minnesota. Yes,
A
we
Walk
are.
in the Woods, you mean?
Yes, we are.
That's a really great movie, by the way. Not sponsored, but check out A Walk in the Woods. It's a pretty awesome film. We haven't seen the ending yet, and we're still recommending it.
Yep.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, guys. We're here at Maplewood State Park, right there. A little bit of a mix-up. We were heading out of Fergus Falls. We were on the NCT. We made it out, made it maybe a couple more miles out of town, and came to some blacktop, where we found a nice place to camp, a decent place to camp, a mildly illegal place to camp, it turns out. Somebody called the cops and we got the knock on the tent door at about 3 in the morning. They were kicking us out. So we bagged up and left, and they were kind enough to give us a ride to our next stop, which was Maplewood State Park. So once we got here at about 4 a.m., we tried to register. Of course, nothing went through, so the officer had to get going, so he just drove us to one of the few spots that was left in the whole park. There's like 100 sites in this park, I guess. And there's hardly anyone in the horse sites. Now, of course, you need a horse to be in the horse campground, but we didn't have one, but there was the only place to go. So that's where we went. We spent the night in the horse campground and got up early. Well, not early, but, you know, early for us because of the late night that we had, riding in the back of a squad car all the way here. I haven't done that in a long time. But we are planning to go to Pelican Rapids, which is in this direction here. And it's going to take us about 6 miles to get there. What are we going to do there? We're going to pull up into a city campground because Erin needs to re-up on some meds and get something for her ankle because her ankle has begun to swell. If you remember a few clips back, she had a fall, and we talked about it in the little chalet area there. But so that's a little bit of an update. Sorry it hasn't been more exciting or following through as well, but you know, we're trying to do what we can. We're trying to stay positive. You know, when you don't feel good, you don't really want to shoot anything. So I'm coming to you with positivity. All right. See you guys in a bit. Hello there again. Last time we checked in, we were at the Maplewood State Park. And today, well, actually, as of yesterday, we are here at Sharon's Park and Campground in Pelican Ridge, Minnesota. We stopped in here because we got to get some laundry done, which has become an issue. And we had some great Mexican food last night at, I'm never going to remember the name of the place, just right across the river.
We'll try to take a picture of it.
Escobar, something Escobar.
Really, really authentic and really good Mexican food. Oh my goodness.
And Mexican restaurants do big portions, but the nachos I got were just huge. And I saw a couple of guys order burritos. I'm not kidding. It was like a brick.
Yes.
Like a brick.
Reminds me of Gracie's.
Grace's in Owatonna, yeah.
Yes.
Grace's, yeah.
Good
Anyways,
portions.
So we started walking towards Pelican Ridge here. It took us about 3 miles just to get out of the park from where we were.
We walked another probably mile
or two probably. So we got about 5 miles down, and then we were told it was, we were walked across a neighbor's driveway there, and we were told it was 6.2 miles to get to town, and it was already like, what, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe later than that.
Maybe around 4.
So we were expecting to get here around 6 or 7. Well, the gal was nice enough to offer us a ride, and because Erin bummed her ankle up really well, she was kind of gimping on it, and another 6.2 miles could have brought us in here closer to 8 o'clock at night, or it could have, had us crashing out somewhere, because she wouldn't have been able to make the trip. So
I'm making excuses, but we took another ride, but it didn't get us any further on the NCT. In fact, we're off the NCT now because we had to come into town here to pick up some medication and get some things done. So we're going to have to go back to the NCT another 7 or 8 miles maybe to get to the NCT back at Maplewood and then continue on.
I have weak ankles. I think I've mentioned that before. And so I need to get a pair of ankle braces for walking long distance. So my ankles don't get tired and they wobble on me.
Right.
So, yeah. It's not sprained. It's just a very good swollen ankle.
Swollen, it'll probably turn a little yellow or purple in a little while.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but
right in our
nice mark. So, yeah. And we don't mean to take rides, but sometimes you have to go off course of your trail, and it can be miles off of your trail just to get to a nearest town. And yeah, I need my meds, and I have to wait until tomorrow to pick them up here. So, but we have to get our meds.
And then we were gonna go to a laundromat today, and we discovered last night that the laundromat is closed
permanently.
So Aaron just double checked with a local gentleman here emptying some trash cans, and he thought it was open, so we still weren't sure, and he was kind enough to just drive by, take a break from his route, drive by, and then come back and let us know that it is permanently closed. So if we do laundry today, which I think we need to, but it might rain, we're gonna have to wash in the river here, which isn't a big deal. It doesn't bother me. It's just if with the rain coming, I don't know how I don't want to pack a bunch of wet clothes tomorrow if we have to leave.
And when we do, if we do wash in the river, we will show you how we do it. Not with our undergarments, of course. But we will show you how we do it in the river so you guys can see if you need to, how you can do it in the river and safely for the environment as well.
Yeah, that's the other thing is Aaron got camp soap, specifically biodegradable or safe for water
and animals
and all that. So we're not going in there with a bar of Dove soap or anything like that, or Dawn dish soap. It's like
all environmentally
safe stuff. We got a lot of it, so it lasts us for most of the trip. Even though my bag broke open and it's leaked soap all over the place in my pack, I had to wipe it up. Now I got that actually right here. Double bagged. Oh boy, cough attack.
Yeah, I think it's the air.
All right. Well, I think what we'll do is maybe come back if we can do some laundry today, or maybe get some shots around town. We'll do something.
I do some shots around town. There's a couple cute little shops that I like to take a couple pictures of or film on the outside or something just to show you how cute they are. There's some Pelican little shops and stuff. Yeah. There's a thrift store, but it doesn't open until Tuesday. But hopefully my meds come tomorrow so we can get back on the trail. But if for some reason I don't get my meds until Tuesday, we might still be here. But there's a thrift store here, and I was hoping to find some different pants because I realize up here that black, like really dark clothes, isn't the best to be wearing up here because ticks are very fond of dark clothes items. And I have a lot of black. So I wanted to go to a thrift store, but eventually we might find one. I don't want to buy a $100 pair of pants.
No.
I'm not in the mood for that, and we don't have the money for that. So
thrift stores are slightly used items for the most part, and they're just as good as when you buy them off the rack. There might be a little bit more worn, but a little bit more worn for saving $160, $40 sometimes.
All my clothes are thrift store. I don't know. I can't remember last time I even bought something new.
Probably from a state park that we visited.
Yeah,
that's where you buy all your new clothes. State parks. All right, we better get going here so that we can move on with our day, finish up our hot cup of
espresso. And by the way, man, all you need is one, and you kids should be proud of us. We only have 1 cup a day now, but they're pretty strong though.
Yeah, we're just grabbing handfuls and throwing it into the
that's how we want the fiddle, because it's 1 cup at a time.
Yeah, I think we mentioned that before. We used to make a big pot of coffee on the fire pit when we would camp.
Yep.
And we can't really do that now. It's just not, we're not carrying a big coffee pot. We don't always have a camp camp ring to have a fire in.
I got this cool coffee little,
It's a little banged up.
and it goes right on your coffee pot, and then you put it in your cup and do it like that. But the only thing, I love this thing, and it's got really small fibers, so like the coffee does not go through it at all. But the only thing I don't like is it doesn't collapse, and it's starting to get all wonky, as you can tell, all
getting
bent
banged
up.
It's metal.
Because in my
And it's
pack,
heavier.
I try to do the best I can for packing it, but the only downfall I didn't realize that it's just not economically cool for backpacking long distance.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna hunt for a collapsible one and then probably send that one home or donate it since we're not gonna use it anymore or whatever.
It is nice. It's a nice metal one. It works it works awesome. I really like it, but it doesn't collapse. Cheers. You're so ready. Baby's down there.
Yeah, too bad this camera doesn't zoom in.
Down there. Little babies.
I can't even make them out. Maybe it's because the sun's. This is an old suspension bridge. And we're crossing it to go check out some businesses around town that are hopefully open on a Sunday. This tablet is placed here to commemorate the arrival of the railroad at Pelican Rapids, Minnesota, July 4th, 1882. Gotta keep myself looking beautiful for the ladies. Getting myself a haircut here with the skull shaver that my lovely daughter gave me for my birthday or Christmas or something. She's pretty awesome. She did that. My son gave me a birthday card that said, I'm losing my hair and I'm going to be bald and it's not going to come back. So that's where I ended up.